So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Happy Wednesday. I got to tell you, it's a beautiful week here in Daytona Beach and Bike Week. I'm loving riding that Road King, having a good time. A lot of people here. Boy, it's like 400,000 motorcycles here, and you can tell it is busy and it is loud. It's crazy. So today I want to talk to you about your commitment and how committed you are to getting what you want, whether it's something you're going after yourself or something maybe you're working together with somebody else on, a husband, a wife, something like that. How committed are you, and do you have the right level of commitment? I think you probably do, but maybe not, and maybe you're shooting a little lower than you think. I had a conversation a long time ago when I was a young man. Stuck with me ever since, and I'll share that with you today. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com. Every single day I take my thing that's called Scott Logic, this common sense. Basically, if the world looks upside down and I go, hey, I don't care what anybody else says. If the world looks upside down and wonky, kind of like it is all over the place right now, have you noticed? It's kind of that way. It's bizarro land. I look at that, and while everybody else is saying, it's fine, Scott, carry on, I'm like, yeah, but my Scott Logic says it's not. So this entire show, everything I do every single day is just based on that good common sense, good wisdom to bring it to you. You've got it too. I just want to spur it in you to think about that. It's happy to have you today. It is me, Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. And I apologize. I don't feel real good today. I had a dermatological procedure. That's a big word. I had to say it slow. I had a skin cancer on my cheek, and I had it out with something called a Mohs procedure yesterday. Now, you got to understand, I consider myself Superman. I can go through anything all day long, and I always feel good. I'm really surprised when I don't. I'm like, what? What happened? And so I went there, and I spent like 9.5, 10 hours. It was crazy. They numbed me up about 4 times. They gave me antibiotics. They sent me home, and I thought, Superman, I got to get up in the morning ready to rock, and bleh. I don't know what my voice is affected, but anyway, not 100% today. But isn't that what life is about? I know we want to be 100% every single day. I know that. But we can't always. And I know we have things we want to do every single day, but we can't always get it all done. So what do? We scale back, give 100% of what you got. And that's what you'll get today. So, oh man, let's talk goals. Are you committed to your goals? Are you like a third of the way? Are you halfway? Are you 2/3 of the way? It's weird how I broke up my fractions there. Are you all the way 100% in, all in committed? Woody Allen a long time ago said half of success is showing up. I think so. I mean, that's, some people, you ever notice there are some people you might know them that they succeed without even showing up. They're like, how'd that happen? How'd they get so lucky? It just happens. But in most cases, even in the lotto, you got to buy the ticket, right? So you got to show up. So I've thought about that quote a lot over the years. And there's something about the logic, though, that didn't match up with my day-to-day experience. So don't get me wrong. I mean, no matter what you want to do in life, showing up, obviously, it's the first step in getting what you want. You got to show up. But I've shown up many, many times to so much I can't even remember half of them anymore. Probably not even 10% of them anymore, the times I've showed up. And yeah, those times I ended up going home with a prize. The prize I wanted so much. I got what I wanted when I showed up. I've also done it and not gotten what I wanted. I've also seen others convinced they're going to advance toward their goals. They show up and they end up disappointed. They don't get their result. So yeah, I think if you show up, if you're a third of the way, if you're half the way, 2/3 of the way, there's my fractions again. And it doesn't work. What's the other half? What's really going on here? Now, I know there's knowledge involved in everything that we do. There always is. There's a bit of a work ethic involved in every single thing that we do. Always. There is communication involved in what we do. There are skills involved in what we do. So if you show up, obviously you have to be ready to play. I have showed up at many things. I simply said, I'm not going to play. I actually canceled out of a competition a couple of weeks ago. I got in with my motorcycle because I showed up and I said, there's no way I can do that. I was outskilled. I was pretty skilled in what I could do, the obstacle courses, but I couldn't do what they were asking me to do. And I said, well, I got a really expensive motorcycle. And I don't want to crash it. So I pulled out. Didn't have it. I could have been 100% committed to that, and I still would not have succeeded. And I said, I'm going to lick my wounds and go home. I ended up standing by the side of the arena there, watching everybody else and learning a few things. Let's not forget also that your ability to commit to doing whatever it takes to get what you want is really important. Now, let me qualify that, because I hear that all the time. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get what I want. I said, really? How far are you willing to go? I'll go anywhere, all the way. I said, really? How far? Most people will not do anything it takes to get what they want. The reason I suggest you don't is because you need to go up to your values. I'll do anything within the values that I hold in my heart and how I live my life. I'll do anything within my values to get what I want. But if I come across an opportunity to get something I want and I have to kind of step outside my values, do things I don't want to do, lie, cheat, stuff like that, I won't do whatever it takes. Game over. I'm done. Obviously, I'll do anything it takes to win a motorcycle competition, except crash my motorcycle. I don't want it that bad. So some people don't show up, and some people don't commit, and many do show up. So when they do, why do they succeed? So let me take you back way long time ago. It was like a Saturday morning. I was in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. My best man, Tony, picked me up in my Pontiac Sunbird car to take me to my wedding day. And on the way, he said, I want a Polar Cup. I said, huh? Here I'm dressed in my off-white tuxedo, and he wants a Polar Cup. Now, if you haven't been to South Florida, you probably don't know that a Polar Cup is like a little place you drive through, and they have frozen lemonade, a slushy kind of thing, and they're really good. So we stopped past by the Polar Cup and picked up our like big 20-ounce cup of frozen stuff and probably spilt it on herself. Yeah, I spilt it on my tuxedo in my car heading to the wedding. Well, I got there, and they helped me clean things up. The pastor wiped me off a little bit, and he said, let me ask you a question while I got you. Do you know how marriage works? I said, well, thinking to myself, did you ask this to my future wife? Because I think she's going to be in charge. But instead, I said, without a whole lot of thought, it's a 50-50 thing, right? It's 50-50. As long as we show up and work on this together, it'll work. And his response is why I'm talking about this today. Success is a 100-100 thing. If there's two people involved, it's 100-100%. You show up and commit, giving it 100% all the time. And so does everybody else, 100% all the time. So if you're on a team, if you're working with a partner, if you have a friend, if you have a spouse, stop doing the 50-50 thing. You don't pick up for somebody else. You give 100%, 100%, 100%, 100% all the time. And in the act of doing that, you'll be picking up for where somebody like me maybe is not having a perfect day today, and I might need a little bit of help to get me through the day and get the things done I want to get done. Like my wife keeps bringing me an ice pack to get the swelling down. Showing up, but it gets you halfway to your goal for sure. But if you really want to go all the way, you got to commit 100% to doing whatever it takes within your value set to get what you want. And you will never, never, ever get me to say, do whatever it takes no matter what. Because that makes you a person without integrity. And if you do have integrity and your values say you can do whatever it works no matter what, then you're probably not a person I want to hang out with. Just saying. Keep it close. A lot of folks aren't thinking about their values these days. A lot of folks aren't thinking about the actions they're taking these days, and you're seeing it all over the place. Do not be that person. Whatever you want to do, dig in 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, and live by your values for sure. Well, all right. So coming up tomorrow, I've got a few ideas that I want to dig into, because ultimately what we have to do every single day is somehow, some way, no matter how depressed we get, no matter how excited we get, no matter how much life gets in the way, no matter how much gas costs, how much grocery costs, how much the war is messing with us, how much those politicians keep saying what they're saying, we still got to get on with our day. And so tomorrow, we're going to dive into that, get you highly motivated, and a couple of tools to keep your head on straight. See you tomorrow.